Tyler Glasnow takes the field. The Dodgers running out there behind him, trying to win this series against the Atlanta Braves after taking the first game in extra innings last night. Lineup for the Braves here in Game 2, identical to the one from Game 1. Acuna and Riley both going deep. It's been rough starts to the season for both those guys, but good signs for Braves fans watching them launch the ball out of the park last night. Ozuna still leads the National League in home runs and RBIs, followed by the catcher d'Arnaud. Michael Harris in center field, Orlando Arcia at short, and Jared Kelenic in left field hitting ninth. We take a look at the Audi player profile. Tyler Glasnow gave up 6 runs against Washington a couple weeks ago. That now looks like a clear outlier because he's been dominant since, and he leads the majors with 5 wins.
He's on a roll right now, a definite roll after that rocky start. And let's take a look at what he's going to throw to these Atlanta Braves. When you think about his stuff and facing the Braves, you got to think about the high fastball, that 4-seamer. And then the breaking stuff is going to slow him down or make him chase. But all of these pitches this year have been very effective.
And he's throwing that fastball more than ever. I mean, that usage has gone through the roof. So just for context, he last year in Tampa Bay threw his 4-seamer about 40% of the time. In his last start against the Blue Jays, 70%.
When you have confidence in the pitch, and it's the toughest thing to do in baseball, which is to hit the baseball, and you have a good fastball, you really set up everything. And especially with his curveball is actually not landed for a strike very much, but it's chased so much because of that fastball.
Just misses on half of the swings against that curve. 30 years old, out of Santa Clarita, Hart High School, ready to make his 9th start for his hometown team. Dodgers have won 9 of their last 11, 21-13, and in first in the West as Acuna stands in and takes ball 1 from Glasnow. The Braves have fallen behind the Phillies actually in the division, having lost 4 of their last 6 games. The Phillies have gone crazy, winning 14 of 17. Acuna pokes one off the end of the bat to Gavin Lux for the first out of the ball game. Pretty safe bet. You're going to get a free burger tomorrow with this guy's pitching. 7 strikeouts, and everybody gets a free jumbo jack.
Averaging more than a strikeout an inning so far here in 24, and really throughout his whole career.
1 gone in this first inning. Ozzy Albies to the plate. Career high 15-game hitting streak for Albies.
He's usually a spark plug on this team, but now he's becoming an engine.
Yeah. Fly ball, right field, Andy Pages. 2 up and 2 down on 4 pitches.
Well, he looked nervous catching that ball in right field.
Everything just so shaky.
Yeah, yep. So young and shaky out there. I don't think so.
Ho hum.
Looks like he's been here 10 years.
Did from the day he got here. And singled on the first pitch. Riley came to life last night. Didn't just homer, but hit the longest one of the year for the Braves. 36 home runs per season the last 3 years. Perennial all-star, and so confounding the start for him. Just 2 home runs over the first month, but like a lot of these guys, there's enough of a track record where you know it's going to happen sooner rather than later. You just hope that it's after they leave the building.
They were hoping Ronald Acuna Jr. would not get picked off at second base yesterday, or they might have won in 9 innings.
It was right before Riley's home run. Now the Braves in the stretch here where they've dropped 4 games over the last week. Offense has been the biggest reason. The star-studded cast is hitting 180 as a group in that time. On a 2-1, Riley leaves it up there, ball 3.
Yeah, they're not even averaging 3 runs a game. And that's a huge flat tire for this talented offense.
Pop up. Freeman ends a 9-pitch first. To lead things off for Dave Roberts, and then Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman. Will Smith, red hot, batting cleanup, doing the catching. Max Muncy is at third, hitting 5th. Teoscar Hernandez, his team leading 7th home run last night. You know about Pages' night. Outman and Lux round things out for Dave Roberts. And they face off with Bryce Elder, who last year went from AAA to the All-Star game, but back to AAA to begin this year. Getting another shot in the big leagues, and Spencer Strider's spot in the rotation, where Strider lost for the year. And on one side, you've got the overpowering, overwhelming Tyler Glasnow. On this side, this is much more of a pitchability guy in the low 90s.
He's going to try and keep the ball downstairs. Doesn't throw a lot of four-seamers. It's going to be sinker slider, and there's not a big change of speeds. The top end is 90, and the bottom end is only about 83. So it's about location and movement.
Smack to center field. Harris sprinting back. Michael Harris onto the track to put it away. Betts hits it hard, but got a guy that he's mentoring there, and Michael Harris. Those two have gotten to know each other in recent years. Michael goes back there to take a hit from him. One gone in the first inning, and up comes Shohei Ohtani. Well, you made the point when we were talking on the field before the game today. Ohtani, we saw when he hit his first home run, kind of a release it seemed like, and he took off from there. It looked like there was another release last night when he finally came through with a runner in scoring position in the 10th. You could see it.
Yeah, you saw the natural reaction, and he's pretty stoic. I mean, he's a really good-looking young man with the perfect body, right? But he doesn't really show everything. And last night, when he drove that run in, there was a very natural reaction of, that was really important to me. I know it's important to the team, but it was important to him.
Strikes out promptly here. So Bryce Elder getting this second chance, and so far so good. He 6 2/3 scoreless innings in his season debut, and then 5 1/3 innings against Cleveland on Sunday. Gave up just 2 runs. Here he comes to Freddie Freeman. Drops in a breaking ball, but a little bit inside. Freddie extended his on-base streak to 12 games with a double last night. Swings and misses at the high fastball.
Changing altitudes already. He really likes to keep the ball down, but against this great Dodger team, you've got to change your locations.
Bryce is from Decatur, Texas, small town outside of Dallas-Fort Worth, and he's never thrown hard, so he had to learn at a young age to do the things you're talking about. That's how he's always pitched. He's home with a 2-1, and Freeman pops it into shallow left field for Jared Kelenic, who makes a running grab. And after the 9-pitch top of the first, 10 pitches in the bottom half. Second inning, no score. Second game between the Dodgers and the Braves, and Tyler Glasnow goes to work against Matt Olson. And the dirt with the first pitch. 0 for 4 for Olson yesterday, and his rough start to the season continued. Now 4 of his last 48 for last year's home run champion. Side spins a fly ball to left field. Tasker Hernandez puts it away. The electric performance is brought to you by the all-electric Nissan Ariya. Dodger starters during this stretch, excellent. 7-2 with a 2.45 ERA. He put together with a bullpen, and Skip's got a sub-2 ERA during this 9-2 stretch.
Each one of them has kind of an exclusive out pitch. You can go from a split finger to a changeup to a high fastball to a breaking ball with all of them. Nobody's got the same arsenal.
Power against power, a ball on Ozuna. Is there something to that? Does that make it harder to face a staff over the course of a series, or is that overblown?
No, I think, you know, when you talk about handedness, you'd like to alternate that a little bit so that they have platoon lineups. They don't get into a rut of being hot against you. And yeah, I think when somebody has a split, but the next guy has more of a fading changeup, or one guy goes low fastball and the other guy goes high fastball up, yeah, I think it can help keep hitters off balance.
A pretty good contrast in tonight's starter versus tomorrow's starter, left-handed James Paxton. Much different stuff as well.
He can rely on the high fastball very well, and they might see high fastballs a lot during this whole series. Gavin Stone used it more than normal. We're going to see it tonight with Tyler, and then Paxton tomorrow. He will live upstairs.
Paxton against Fried as this series wraps up at 1:10 tomorrow. 3-2 to Ozuna is swung out and missed. Back to that high heater.
But it ain't broke. Don't change. Just keep attacking. And this is a slumping lineup except for a few guys. You seem to have a pretty consistent hole up there, or a place where you can set up the rest of your arsenal.
Yeah, well, the Braves last night, Oral, got a couple of their struggling hitters going with Acuna and Riley both going deep. Now they've got a couple guys who have carried them while those stars have struggled, starting to slump themselves. So Zuna's one of his last 18. Michael Harris is 3 of his last 25. Strike one on Travis d'Arnaud. The ebbs and flows of the season. You put it all together, though, and you know this team's going to be there at the end with one of the top offenses out there. Nasty hook.
Landed for a strike, plus got the swing and miss. Normally this is a chase pitch and he doesn't land it, but he gets both the miss and it would have been a called strike. There's the normal curveball.
That's a pitch that he's found the feel for lately. He's spiking it a bunch and he's been using it more. League hitting just 120 against it. Home of the 1-2. It is a fastball to get him. d'Arnaud, like a house by the side of the road, watches a 98-mile-per-hour bullet whistle in there. Producing by Mike Levy, because look who's coming up. The real-life version of the bobblehead.
Cutting edge.
This guy nodding his head yes. How things have been going lately. 7-game hitting streak, above 400 in that time, and it's not just this streak, it's all years. 3rd in the league in average. He's 5th in the league in runs batted in. Added to that total last night, tied the game early on with his 25th run knocked in. And we've talked about it throughout spring training, talked about it during the exhibition series in Korea. He's going to have a chance to drive in a whole boatload of runners for the guys ahead of him. It's one thing to have that chance. It's another thing to come through once you get him. 2-0 from Bryce Elder in there.
Will has a great pulse to be a solid, unbelievable RBI man. You think about it, he does not get too big. He doesn't get too excited in those moments. As long as the bumps and bruises of being the catcher don't get to him as far as hurting his swing and hurting the bat speed.
There's enough of those bumps and bruises that come with the defensive side of being a catcher. It was when he got hit last year at the plate that it derailed the season. The ribs and some bad mechanics came from that. He's got a leadoff walk here. And it was kind of a reminder, you know, like when you're seeing something every day, you don't always see how much it's devolved. But seeing what he's looked like at the beginning of this year, it's kind of eye-opening where it had fallen to at the end of last year. Different guy here.
It really is. It's not like you're going to be able to tell by the facial expressions, though. He is so solid as a rock as a pro.
Strike on Max Muncy.
Elder used the breaking ball, specifically the slider in the first inning, to record a couple of outs. This is a guy who needs to change directions and hit some corners.
Muncy sends a fly ball to deep center field. Harris is back. He's out of room. It's gone. Max Muncy, a 2-run home run. Dodgers strike first.
.35th game of the year, and talk about driving in runs. Max Muncy now with 20 RBIs. He's on pace for quite a few, hitting in his slot, and as successful as he's been, and drives himself in there with Will Smith.
6th of the season for Muncy. 5 of those have come over the last 18 games. And if you had just one over the first 17 games. Oscar Hernandez, who still leads the club with 7 of them after he went the other way with a home run last night. His 3rd opposite field home run, which matches his total from last year.
If he would only go to the opposite field, he'd win a batting title. He's found a lot of success when he stays on the ball and hits it to right field. I don't think it's any real mystery that he is a better plate discipline this year because he's using the opposite field. You got to let the ball go deep to be able to do that, and he has done it with power. These are the home runs. You're going to see a few go over there towards right field. There's 3 on that side and 4 on the other.
He takes a walk, and the first 3 have reached against Elder. And so man aboard for the man of the hour, Andy Pages. We take a look at getting it done, presented by the Home Depot. Bottom of the order, which is keyed by this guy right here. Last 10 games hitting .292.
I reunited with Kevin Seitzer, the Braves hitting coach, and I mentioned Pages that he hit a lot like him in his approach and discipline, and he goes, yeah, that kid is impressive.
Sure was last night. First career 4-hit game, and then that 11th inning adventure of an at-bat. On the 8th pitch, he won it. Takes a strike. Normally, a guy works an 8-pitch at-bat and then wins the game. It's like, wow, what an amazing at-bat. But it was weird because it's like he's chasing pitches that are in the other dugout. My gosh, what's he doing over there? But staying alive. Fouls a few and then fights one off his hands to win it. Wasn't the prettiest way to get there, but he got there.
They worked him away, and he just kept going out there and fouling it off and staying alive. And he finally got one inside, a second pitch inside. It was a jam sandwich, but like great shooters in basketball, he's got a hitter's touch, kind of like Freddie Freeman. Even when they don't hit it hard, they find holes.
Down swinging here on a butterfly changeup.
Center field, number 33, James Outman.
One away in the second inning. Here comes James Outman. Started yesterday, but was pinch hit for. And so just one at bat. Takes a strike. Elder's 0-1. Fouled into the glove. 0-2.
Hitters start missing or fouling back pitches that they should really command or hit, they can be in between with their mechanics, in between with their mentality. You're just hoping James is all on the same page here.
Takes strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Elder.
There's good movement on that tailing fastball. If he keeps it down, it's more like a sinker. That one right there at the top of the strike zone, just with the tailing action. Elder's trying to hit the edges. He knows his stuff isn't overpowering, and his first outing coming back to the big leagues, no walks, but here already 2 and 1+.
Kevin Lux watches a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Lux 1 for 2 last night. Over his last 5 games, he's hitting .333. Seen some more of that line drive the other way ability that was key to a great 2022 season when he was top 5 in the league in average late into the year. Sharp grounder here past the diving Albies. Hernandez goes first to third, and the Dodgers have him cornered. And they've got Mookie Betts coming up.
Back to ball skills for Gavin Lux are getting more accurate because there's more barrel, there's more exit velocity, and that's what gets this one through. Not a lot of times when it's 3 steps from a fielder does it make it through, but he squishes it right by him.
2 hits, 2 walks in the inning, and now Mookie Betts is looking for his first hit of this series, although he spanked it his first time up there. It was caught at the wall in center. Best hitter in baseball with runners in scoring position this year. Sends a fly ball down the line. Acuna angles forward and makes the catch to end the inning. But he comes to the first big swing of the day. Max Muncy's 6th home run of the year. Makes it 2-0 after 2. Max Muncy's 2-run home run has the Dodgers in front, trying to get their 10th win out of their last 12 games. Bottom of the order for the Braves. Michael Harris leads off against Tyler Glasnow. 1 ball, no strikes. Harris is 0 for 3 yesterday, and he's one of those guys that got off to a great start but has fallen on harder times. 1 of his last 17. Got Ozuna 1 of his last 18. Fly ball left center field. No big deal for James Outman. 1 away.
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details.
Orlando Arcia to the plate. So Glasnow Sunday in Toronto, 1 run over 6 innings. Could have kept going, but then his calf and his arm started cramping. Something that he's dealt with before. And he said after the game, I know what I have to do to fix it. And just kind of left it there. And everybody's like, okay, well, you drink more water, have some bananas. I don't know, what is it? But then he said this week in an interview that pickle juice is his go-to. So suddenly a bunch of jars of pickle juice start showing up at Dodger Stadium because word got out there that that was his thing. And you got all these people trying to become the official pickle juice provider of the Dodgers to help Tyler Glasnow out. A bunch of free stuff down there. Bouncing about a second. Gavin Lux has it.
Dill or sweet?
Ooh. Probably not. Well,
I would think dill, but
it's all about the sodium.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. You know, you can do whatever you want to get rid of the cramps, but as long as it has salt in it. I don't know if pickle juice is the route I'm going. Like, I'll get my salt another way.
Yeah, I would too.
Like, let's just start pounding some French fries. Does that do it? Does that cure?
I like salted caramel ice cream. That's how I would get it.
That sounds great. Way better than pickle juice. 0-1 on Jared Kelenic. (0-2) on Jared Kelenic. Wow. Breaks it off, strike 3. Kelenic just watches that thing go by. It's an 8-pitch third, and it's 9 up, 9 down for Tyler Glasnow.
Shohei Ohtani and Dave Roberts are currently tied for the most home runs by a Japanese-born player in the Dodgers organization. And for that tie, Shohei surprised Dave with a new car, but it was a toy Porsche, guys. He brought it into the office. Dave Roberts started laughing. He said, I guess I should have been a little bit more specific when the media planted the seed about getting him a new Porsche, guys.
Maybe you'll get a little bigger one once the record is broken, although I didn't know this is how it worked. Oh, my goodness. There it goes down the line, and Ohtani hits it out and breaks the record. Sorry, Doc. Maybe you'll get a real car now. hits it hard and hits it far and hits it loud. Brings just an unadulterated smile there from his manager, Dave Roberts, who falls to second on the all-time home run list for Japanese-born Dodgers.
I'm going to check the Dodger team parking lot tomorrow to see if there's a new Porsche.
2-0 on Freeman. So Shohei Ohtani jumps into the team lead with his 8th home run. And the Dodgers lead 3-0.
His tying base hit last night and this home run are some of the most genuine and right from the heart reactions that we have seen.
Freeman serves one the other way. Drops it in there for a base hit. Ricochets to Kelnick. Going to be a play at second. He's out.
Freddie was thinking too, he was smelling too, but this is like about halfway there. He knew he couldn't go back, and he said, I gotta finish this, and he really is out very easily. Hoping for a carom off that wall, but it directly got there, and now you can see he's out by a lot. They're waiting for him to arrive.
So that's how Elder gets the first out of the inning and a strike on Will Smith. Look, there is no substitute for time when it comes to relationships, any relationship, right? And Shohei's not been with this group for that long. Gets to spring training in mid-February. So what are we looking at? March, April, 2.5 months with a whole new group of not just teammates, but coaches and front office and the people in the orbit of that. And it's not just Shohei learning all those people. It's all those people learning him and how to approach him and when he likes to talk and when he doesn't. A feeling out process on both sides. And so you figure those emotions that you're seeing, those natural emotions the last 2 days, that's him. And more of that is going to come through as naturally time goes on and you get more comfortable.
You look down and see a different name on your chest, same name is on your back, but you're right. And anywhere you look, you're trying to remember the person's name, remember the last conversation you might have had with him. Why was there a connection?
Smith down, swinging, 4th K for Elder.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
So here's Muncy. And here's his home run last inning.
That was a breaking ball that just didn't make it back to the corner because he hit it. Elder's the kind of guy, he's trying to hit edges, nothing overpowering. And if you end up not getting a hit against him, you say, well, that was a comfortable collar. Well, there's no collar on Max Muncy's uniform today. He's fine.
He's 2 for 2.
Number 37, Oscar Hernandez.
Dodgers 3, Braves nothing. Tasker Hernandez drew a walk his first time. Ball 1 from Elder just misses. Tasker still striking out a bunch, but he's walking more than he has since some of his best seasons years ago in Toronto. The 1-1 pitch. Hernandez leaves it upstairs. Two and two.
There's more thunder coming from the Dodger lineup against Elder if he keeps leaving the breaking ball there.
The home runs were the biggest issue as last year went on. He had a great first half. It's a good take right there, by the way. Great first half. Was an all-star. Had the second best ERA in the National League at the beginning of June, but you looked at the underlying numbers and those said, hold on, watch out. And those numbers weren't wrong, because in the second half, he had an ERA close to 6, and the home runs went through the roof. There's just typically a lot of balls in play with this guy, not many strikeouts. And when you have those numbers, a lot of times you can't expect to be that dominant. It's pulled to third on the ground. Riley's got it. And Hernandez is retired to end the inning. But Shohei Ohtani leads it off with a home run, his 8th of the season. It passes Dave Roberts and brings a huge smile on his manager's face. Tyler Glass now perfect ones through the lineup with 3 Ks, 4 more, and everybody gets that free jumbo jack with the purchase of a large drink tomorrow. Ronald Acuna takes ball 1. Acuna grounded out his first time. Now, the way that teams have attacked him lately has been with fastballs, just not been on time against fastballs, and that is how Glasnow's been living. Here it's a slider that's grounded to the left side for a leadoff base hit, and the first base runner for the Braves.
Number 1, Ozzie Albies.
Little slider finds the 6th hole. He finds a lot of holes as hard as he hits the ball.
So now the stolen base demon over there with a good lead. Ozzie Albies pops this one into right center field. Pages and Outman. It's Outman. Before Austin Riley bats, we get a word from Del Taco.
2 amazing crispy chicken tacos for just $3? Yeah, that's Del Taco Better Max.
Leaning on the fastball again today for the most part as Riley stands in. Last 2 starts, opponents are 1 for 21 against Tyler Glasnow's fastball. He's got like everything you want, to the point where it's unfair with that pitch when it's right. He's got the velocity. He's got a 6'8" frame, and so he's releasing the ball right in front of your face, and he puts spin on it that is elite.
Yeah, when you swing the bat against that stuff, it's unfair. But the other thing he has, because his stuff is so intimidating, is he gets a lot of strikeouts looking. He's tops in Major League Baseball in looking strikeouts. He's had 1 today already with his fastball. He's had 1 looking with the curveball, because they're in between mentally. So it's ridiculous that you get looking strikeouts with a fastball and looking strikeouts with a breaking ball. A lot of times it's usually more the breaking ball they end up looking at, because they're fooled and they flinch and they, oh, I should have pulled the trigger. But looking with fastballs, that's amazing.
0-2 on Riley. Acuna runs. Throw from Smith is not in time. And Ronald Acuna does what he's done all season, even with the lacking power. It's his 14th stolen base in 15 tries.
Will Smith knows he has a good lead. He knows he had a good jump, and the throw with a bounce is on purpose, kind of like a shortstop in the hole. It's like, I got to get rid of this quicker, so I'll just throw it low, let it bounce. He does a nice job as the catcher half of that equation. But that was stolen with speed and a good jump off the pitcher.
After he stole 73 of them last year. He said the moment that he felt like he was fully back from that knee injury, he said, I'm going crazy. And he did.
They had the same equation last night, and he got picked off a second. That was with 1 out, but then Riley went deep, and it was only a solo shot. Into the same timing play that Gavin Stone picked him off yesterday.
He was ready this time. Two comes home. Riley hits it hard past Mookie Betts. Braves get on the board. Riley drives in Acuna, 3-1.
It's not a lot of situations where the rule as far as the infield depth hurts you, but this is one where they have to start on the dirt, and because they're on the dirt with a man on second and 2 outs, you can't get the same depth they used to get to keep the ball in front of you to rescue that run. Normally Mookie Betts or any shortstop in that situation with a power hitting righty would be 6-8 feet onto the grass to keep the ball in the infield.
Here's Olsen, swings and misses, strike 1. Oh, and 2. Just the second run given up by Glasnow over his last 18 innings of work. The 6 runs that he allowed against the Nationals a couple weeks ago. He was under the weather in that game. Wild pitch. Riley to second.
I always notice when curveballs go in the dirt, the bounce goes the opposite way, and Will Smith played it properly, just the equipment deflected it. Try and smother it like an egg.
How does one smother an egg?
Well, you try and you could just stop that right now. I meant to say you want it to lay in front of you like an egg after you block it, angling your torso down, but that one was a tough one.
Got him with a high fastball. That works. Two outs, and the National League leader in runs batted in, and Ozuna stands in. Eager.
He was eager last night. Also, you tell by the gyrations in the box, the way he wiggles is like he's ready to hit and wants to hit.
You're not doing any egg smothering. Cracking them.
It's the crack of the bat, not the crack of the egg.
2-0 pitch. Chopper. Betts. Inning over. Braves on the board. They take advantage of Acuna's leadoff hit and stolen base. 3-1, middle 4. Have a 3-1 lead as this game goes to the bottom of the 4th. Over here. Whatever by where Shohei hit his home run. Andy Pages leads off this 4th for the Dodgers against Bryce Elder. Jumps on the first pitch, sends it in the air, deep left center field. Goodbye. Ice cold killer, this guy.
And he knew it was gone. He's not watching it. He hits it, and then head goes down and goes right into the trot. That's some confidence right there.
All business. 4-1 on 3 home runs for the Dodgers. James Outman now takes ball 1. I mean, there's not even a hint of a smile. He is not cracking.
He loves the game, and he knows he belongs.
Extends his hitting streak to 10 games. It's his 3rd home run in that streak. Andy Pages showed up a couple years ago as a 21-year-old. Shows up to spring training, and everybody was like, whoa, what did this guy do? Because he had been a good player, but not necessarily an impressive specimen. But he showed up having changed his body. 21 years old. He goes to Double-A and hits 26 home runs that year. Next year, they're saying, man, he looks even better. We think he might be in the big leagues this year, they were thinking in spring training. Starts in Double-A last year, goes up to Triple-A quickly, so it looks like he's on his way. But then in his first game in Triple-A, one of his very first swings, his shoulder pops out, tears it up, ends his season, has to undergo surgery. If there's any silver lining to it, it's when it happened so early that he had a full year to recover. But man, you blow out your shoulder like that, and a year later show up looking like you didn't miss a beat. So to say that he's arrived out of the middle of nowhere, that's not necessarily true. Still very impressive what he's doing, but this is a rise that they've kind of seen coming for a couple years now. Outman's on with a walk.
Prospect and potential derailed by an injury, but that didn't take him away from have all that potential and being a prospect.
Outman at first, Lux, who singled his first time, takes way outside. Bouncing ball left side, cut off by Riley, feeds Albies, and they get just Outman. So 1 away here in the 4th.
Not that close, but very aggressive around second base at this day and age.
Betts, who's looking for his first hit of these couple games, at 0 for 7. Dodgers went down in order in the first inning. 9 of the 15 since then have reached. Two and 1. Elder comes home, and Betts takes way upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. Already 66 pitches for Elder, and that's after he had a 10-pitch first inning. 56 over the last 2+. On 3-1, Betts takes ball 4. 4th walk from Elder. And it brings up Ohtani, who hit his 8th home run of the year, his last time up.
He hits them hard, he hits them high, he hits them long. And some guys have hot zones and cold zones. Ohtani has them. The red are hot. Whoa, he hit this one from a blue zone, the cold zone, catching everything.
Blue zone, isn't that where people live forever? I believe one of them is in Japan.
I think you're right.
Okinawa?
I just know one's in Japan. And they eat salted caramel ice cream.
That's the secret.
And pickle juice.
There's one in California. Loma Linda. Two on with one out in the fourth. Ohtani takes up and away. Ball 2. This guy keeps doing what he's done for close to a decade in the big leagues. His name's going to live forever, that's for sure. Smacks one the other way. Base hit to left field. Here comes Gavin Lux. It's kicked by Kelnick. Betts to third. Ohtani to second. Now Betts thinks about going home before reversing. Whoop. How much fun.
Tough to get guys out that hit home runs in their cold zone and then go the opposite way for a double. Mookie Betts, scampering around the bases, was the last Dodger to reach today as far as all of them have reached base. And Mookie reaches third, thinks about home, but retreats. Whoop, reversal. You know, Evil can't help you on that one. You got to make your decision on your own.
He wanted to. Ryan Snitker comes out, so he's going to make a change here in the fourth inning. Bryce Elder had been very good through his first 2 starts back in the big leagues. Running into a buzzsaw here, and Snitker takes the ball. 5-1 Dodgers. Men at second and third. Elder's responsibility too. Dodgers have tapped into the bullpen already. We're in the fourth inning. They've got 5 runs in the bank, and Dylan Lee comes on to face Freddie Freeman.
Lee had a great 22 in his first full season, but last year wasn't quite as good. You're going to see a lot of sliders from this man.
Best he's ever been this year. Recovering from that off year last year. 1.93 the ERA. Part of the good Braves bullpen that we saw last night. 4 1/3, not give up a whole lot of anything. So the book not yet closed on Elder, but it's already unsightly. 5 runs and 3 1/3. 5 runs on 7 hits. He also walked 4. Freeman has one of those hits, a single his last time. Extend his on-base streak to 13 games. Facing a drawn in infield. Waits on a 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
I would think if the Braves offense was functioning the way it normally can, they might not bring the infield in here, but what they've been doing over the last 6 games, averaging less than 3 runs a game, they're thinking that every run is precious right now.
Base hit right through that drawn in infield. That's in to score. Ohtani stops at third, and it's 6-1.
Freddie probably scores the run if they're back, but he gets a base hit since they're in. That's enough to get it by. A 1 step and a dive.
Well, that's Freeman's 20th run knocked in this year. The National League has 18 players that have driven in 20. The Dodgers have 6 of those 18. At the corner is one away. Will Smith, one of those guys. 25 knocked in. Make it 26. Rifles one into left to score. Ohtani. 7-1 as they've played at 4 in the fourth.
You could change pitchers, but you're not stopping this offense right now. Braves came into the game being the best offense as far as runs scored in the National League. Dodgers trying to catch them.
3 straight hits. Top of the order, all 4 guys reaching. Betts walks, and then the 3 straight hits. High, strike 1 on Muncy. Max is 2 for 2. Home run and a single. And yet another one of those 20 RBI guys. It's another one on deck for 6 in this lineup. High fly, center field. Michael Harris. That batted around. Hernandez, the 9th man to come up there. One and 0. Tasker walked his first time, then grounded out. A little more of that ground ball, batted ball from him lately. Tasker, umpire Todd Titchener, was that a strike?
Umpires shouldn't be allowed to answer that question.
Yeah. You would always shout, no.
Don't tell him. Teoscar very comfortable in this situation. The Dodgers brought him over to really help hitting left-handers.
Top slugger against lefties in baseball the last several seasons. 2 on, 2 out in the 4th inning. They've already scored 4 in this inning. Just a touch low. Tasker swings and misses. Runners to get a head start as Lee comes home with a 3-2, and we'll do it again.
Eight runs. We've already been at it an hour, but it's been a very crisp game. A lot of baseball action.
Here's another payoff. This time he got him to fish after that fastball. Dodgers score 4 runs in the inning. It starts with Andy Pages, his 4th home run in his first 16 games in the big leagues. Coming back here to Dodger Stadium, 7-1. They lead the Braves, trying to get their 10th win out of their last 12. Glass now to d'Arnaud, strike 1. A couple local guys here. Santa Clarita native on the mound, Long Beach native at the plate. Grew up coming to games here, dreaming of being the next Mike Piazza, Russell Martin. And they got to put on Dodge Blue for a few days back in 2019, which might not seem like much, but he says it's part of the reason that he was able to kind of restart and revive his career, because it was hanging by a thread in 2019 when he came here, just been cut loose by the Mets, only team that he had been with. Just putting on that uniform and being in this ballpark reminded him why he loved baseball, took him back to that feeling of being a kid coming to games here. Leaves LA after a week, goes to Tampa Bay, has a breakout over the last 2 months. Wins his first World Series at the age of 32. Catches every inning of that World Series run for Atlanta. He's an all-star at the age of 33. And now 35 in his 12th year, still going. Years after it looked like it was coming to an end. As that bat comes to an end with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. One gone in the 5th.
So far this year for Tyler Glasnow, the fastball is the headline. Now they are 0 for 10 off of it tonight. And his last 2 outings, including this one, holy smokes, he's only given up 1 hit on a fastball.
1 for 24. Curve for a strike on Harris. Across baseball, guys are throwing the 4-seam less than ever before because it is, relatively speaking, the easiest pitch to hit. It ain't easy, especially not when it's like this, but guys have started to stay away from the 4-seamers and spin it in those lab-designed devilish breaking balls. But 4-seam usage is down to 30% league-wide. Wow. Slider like a cutter.
It's firm and it's sharp. And it is well located right on the corner, just underneath the swing.
Number 11, Orlando Arcia.
He's got it all, man.
He's going to be giving some hamburgers away. Probably all year.
Upstairs with the first one to Arcia. And now downstairs, 2-0. Shot to left center field. That's got extra bases on it. Up against the wall, and Arcia to second with a 2-out double. First extra base hit of the game for the Braves.
First hit off a fastball for the Braves. They did a nice job staying on top of this and not popping it up.
Jared Kelenic with 2 away. First pitch curveball is inside, 1-0. Kelenic struck out looking his first time on 3 pitches. Looked like the best example of what you were touching on, where guys just get overwhelmed and then in between by the stuff that Glasnow has.
That was a sequence between a fastball looking and a curveball looking that he polished him off with. Most hitters try and get the bat over in the first few pitches because they don't want to get to the curveball or the slider.
2-1. 2-2.
That's some respect right there to throw the slider and a 2-1 count when you've been mowing people down with the fastball. But change the sequencing because the fastball got turned around by the last batter.
Another 2-2 pitch from Tyler Glasnow is swung on and missed. Tyler Glasnow just a run over 5 innings against one of the top offenses in baseball. What a start he's had. Another home run tonight after his game winner last night, after his 4-hit game. Leads off this inning, swings and misses at Dylan Lee's first pitch. And every day we're talking about how impressive he's been, and then every day he does something to further that discussion.
A lot of times you'd look at a young hitter swing at that first pitch in the dirt and you go, what's he doing? But he's a very good bad ball hitter. We saw that last night in the key at bat at the end to win the game, how he was spoiling balls off the plate a good 8 to 10 inches off the outside corner.
Chase is here, and he's down on strikes. Second K of the game for Pages.
Purchase a Hawaiian shirt night ticket pack, and that's on Monday, May 20th. That promotion, and get an exclusive Hawaiian shirt. Visit Dodgers.com/ticket packs.
Your collection becomes 3 Hawaiian shirts on that night. Beautiful night here. A little bit chilly. We got 61 degrees. That's actually quite chilly for here. Not going to be long. That 6 will be turned upside down. Outman's 0 for 1 today. Struck out his first time, then walked. It was around this time last year that we were talking about James Outman the way we're talking about Andy Pages right now. That monster start to the season. James is in it right now, as they say, trying to figure things out. And they say that he went around. That is how things tend to go when you're in that place.
Yeah, borderline calls get called for strikes. Borderline check swings get called for swings. Takes a lot of mental discipline to keep thinking positively.
And then you have, we're all obviously thrilled what Pages is doing for James. That's competition that showed up. A young outfielder who's getting every day at bats, and while he's going through his own struggles, he's watching Pages flourish. 1-0 on Lux.
It's going to be a while before Andy Pages is competing for at-bats on the Dodgers. He's got a long runway now. He's going to be competing possibly for Rookie of the Year.
He's all over the rookie leaderboard already. Got the #1 average of any rookie. A lot of times a guy comes up and it's a week or so, and then they go back down, or they come up and they play here and then they play there. And no, he's been up for 16 games and he's started every one of them.
The test is when you get here. The bigger test is when you go through your first major slump. And James is in the middle of like his second slump. And so he's fighting right now.
Lee looking to strike out the side. Here he comes with a 2-2. It's tapped back to him. So he goes 1-2-3 against the bottom of the Dodger lineup, and we move along to the 6th inning. Back at Dodger Stadium for the 6th inning. It is 7-1 LA. Tyler Glasnow against the top of the order. Ronald Acuna takes ball 1. Acuna's 1 for 2, singled in the 4th, stole second, and scored their lone run. Two 2-0. 7 Ks, Jumbo Jacks. For free tomorrow, LA area restaurants if you buy a large drink. Shot to right field. Pages turns and watches this ball hit off the bottom of the wall. Acuna on his way to second with the leadoff double. He's coming to life, isn't he?
He is starting to come to life. Nice to see the Dodgers have 7 runs on the board and Glasnow on the mound getting it done. But this is a leadoff double to give the Braves maybe a little spark. It's been a combination for the Dodgers over the last 12 games of great pitching and great offense. Their run differential in 12 games, 51. We got a huge one tonight.
Ozzie Albies takes a first pitch fastball for a strike. Ozzie trying to extend his career best hitting streak, sitting at 15 games. Yeah, hard to believe that he's their longest tenured guy now. He's been there 8 seasons. Debuted when he was 20. Actually debuted against LA. 6 full seasons, 6 division titles. Ozzie from Curacao. He says, I'm from the place where people like to treat the whole week like it's the weekend. And for him, that meant a lot of baseball throughout the day. Then they'd all meet up on the beach after playing baseball. They'd go fishing. They'd take what they caught. They'd grill up dinner and turn it into a party and do it again the next day.
Rough life.
Spiked in there. Acuna thought about advancing, but will hang on. Nobody out. Down 6.
Direction of the carom held him up right there. Ball coming towards third base. The opposite direction, it maybe has to go away about 6 feet. This one goes about 25, 30 feet away, but still you can't move up because he's headed in the right direction.
Payoff. Got him. Breaks off a slider for his 8th K.
Another one of those tweeners. This slider looks like it's going to be a fastball high until it spin takes over and drops it right down the middle.
One on, one out. Riley drove in Acuna for their first run, their first and only run to this point, back in the 4th. "27 Ks the last 20 innings for Tyler Glasnow. He was pitching really well from the start, but wasn't striking guys out yet. And so there was this sense that there's so much more in there still, because you know that the strikeouts are usually part of it, and those have come along lately. He gets another one here on a curve, retiring Riley.
I love this breaking ball because he throws it right down the middle and then bounces it. So he gives the hitter the width, but not the height. If he goes to the corner with that, you might not get the bat moving. You go down the middle, they're swinging.
5 straight outs via the strikeout, and now Matt Olson takes highs. Into a part of the game here, though, if you're trying to find areas for him to improve, this would be it. Through the first 75 pitches that he throws, opponents are hitting $140. After pitch 75, they're hitting .385. And ultimately, if he's going to be the guy that they know he can be, that he wants to be, going to have to be better deeper into games.
75 to about 110 pitches. He would like to stay elite.
And right at the 75 pitch mark, we see him fall behind 3-0 for the first time today. And there's the first walk. Well, word from Morongo.
Morongo, voted best casino in the Southland.
So 2 on with 2 out here, and Ozuna coming to the plate. Obviously the kind of guy that could change this game very quickly.
Yeah, be careful at the ambush swing right here. You're struggling with your command. You want to throw a strike, and he's an aggressive hitter.
Yeah. He just looks like he's itching to swing while he's walking up to the plate. Behind 0-2. 33-year-old in his 12th year, 5th one with the Braves. Great 2020 season, led the majors in that short 20 season in home runs. Bad for the next 2 years. Came to life again last year. Hit a career high 40 home runs and leading the major leagues in home runs at this point this year. In an 0-2 hole though, Glasnow fires and gets his 10th strikeout of the game.
Some are swinging, some are looking. This one's with the hammer. Backstage Dodgers, Walker Buehler rehabs before he makes his first start since 2022, and that's on Monday. And Joe Kelly and friends visit CN Towers Edgewalk while on the road in Toronto. Don't miss Backstage Dodgers. That's Friday after the postgame.
Would you do the Edgewalk?
Oh, yeah.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
Top of the order here, 7-1. Dylan Lee to Mookie Betts. Strike one in the corner. No fear of heights.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, but I like to conquer challenges.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Been reading some self-help lately?
No, I create my own help.
Yeah.
Does that work?
That would be self-help.
I guess.
Different, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Acuna's got it.
It's kind of like almond milk.
Don't even go there. Dodgers have 3 home runs in this game, and Shohei Ohtani hit one of them. He's 8th to lead the team. When you consider what we were talking about earlier, the process of meeting all new friends and teammates and coaches and fans and everything that he went through with the gambling thing with the former interpreter. When you look up and see where his numbers are at this point, it's astounding when you consider everything that these last few months have brought for Shohei. 343 average, OPS in MVP territory, well above 1,000. 2-0 from Lee.
That was a huge swing and a beautiful swing. Just lacked a little contact, but wow.
Doesn't lack any contact on that one, but it's a little bit foul.
A little more height on the breaking ball, had a slight hang to it, so he was all over it.
Now 2-2. Cracks one the other way. Back goes Kelnick. Stepping onto the track, just enough room.
Hits the ball so hard, even when he deflects it, it's out there on the warning track.
Two retired in the 6th inning. Dodgers by 6. And Freddie Freeman to the plate. 2 hits today. 2 of the 9 for the team. Two and 0. launched to right center field. Acuna on the move. Can't get there. Freddie Freeman's got a 3-hit game. Freddie Freeman's got 3 on his mind. It's a triple. Ooh, a little extra wiggle in the hips.
Freddie's saying, I don't want to get lost in this star-studded lineup. I'm going to do some things that bring some cheers and remind people of why they chant Freddie. That is a bullet off the wall. And he then shows his ability to run the bases. He's picking up information as he picks them up and puts them down. And right there, he's not using Dino Ebel. He's using his own eyes and his own feel.
2 triples last year. He gets his first one of this season right there. This is his best. Look, watch this right here. That's pretty good.
That's getting close to Kike, but not by much.
Close, but not very good.
Yeah,
One on Smith. Smith digs it out in the air to left center field. Kelnick coming on. Diving catch by Jared Kelnick.
You got to get a good read. It's a full swing off the end of the bat, and you got to have a great glove. Nice job.
Another overpowering outing from Tyler Glasnow. 10 strikeouts over 6 innings and just 1 run.
His last 20 innings pitched, only 2 earned runs, an ERA below 1.
Strike on d'Arnaud.
He's been dominant. It's not only the strikeouts, only 4 walks over the last 3 outings.
Strike 2.
They might be adding to those totals.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say we will in this inning.
The limb would only be which pitch is he going to do it with.
Yeah.
As he's got him chasing the high fastball, that sets up the curveball for a take strikeout.
Trying to get their 10th win in their last 12 games, starting pitching below 2 ERA in that time. And this is why you got a full rotation worth of dudes on the IL.
It's crazy how good they have been. 0 or 1 earned run in 9 of the 12 games, and he's working on the 13th game.
0-2. Good job by d'Arnaud to spoil it. Walker Buehler coming back on Monday. Clayton Kershaw taking steps towards his own return through his first bullpen post-surgery this weekend. And so now just a matter of building up that arm strength. 0-2 again. Slap down the right side and a base hit for d'Arnaud into the corner. On his way to second, he's got a leadoff double and a face plant. Ow.
Little slider that turned out to be a little firm, not as good a break. Might have cut it a little bit, and that was just a good piece of hitting.
And bad piece of sliding, almost real bad. Mostly just the helmet. Belly flop double for Travis d'Arnaud. First hit of the series for him. It's only the 3rd hit of the series for the Braves, 5 through 9 in the order. Michael Harris dumps this one back. 3 for 34, 5 through 9 in the lineup. Bounce towards the middle. Betts charges to get it and throws him out. And now word from Kia.
Shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Runner at third, 1 away. Top of the 7th inning. Joe, Orel, and Kirsten back here at Dodger Stadium on a Saturday night. Dodgers and Braves, middle in a 3-game series. Atlanta shortstop Orlando Arcia, who's 1 for 2, takes a strike. Dodgers trying to hand the Braves their 5th loss in their last 7 games. Prior to this week, they hadn't lost back-to-back games all year. Last team in baseball to suffer back-to-back defeats when the Mariners handed it to them earlier this week. Dodgers trying to do it to them as well. Tough day coming tomorrow. James Paxton going for LA. Max Fried, always a tough customer, but extra good lately. Fried in his last 2 starts, complete game shutout and then 6 no-hit innings. 0-2 from Glasnow. Bounced over the mound. Lux is there. 2 out. Run comes to the back door. 7-2. It's Gus Farland getting loose. Well, the Dodgers last year, Oral, had 4 games of 10+ Ks. Last year, all year.
Yep.
This is Glasnow's 3rd in his last 5.
That feels like an ace. The big question when they acquired Tyler was the extension, and then can they keep him healthy? Can he stay healthy? And the Dodgers think they've cracked that equation. So they're really looking forward to a healthy year from him and seeing exactly what he can do.
Bouncing ball right side, and Freeman will feed Glasnow. Finishes off 7 innings. He strikes out 10 Braves and in position to get his major league leading 6th win. Lexus Steelers, Tyler Glasnow, 7 innings, 2 runs, 10 Ks.
He came into this in his last 4, striking out 13.2 batters per 9 innings. Well, he made that even better. He's still got a ball in his hand. He wants to pitch, Skip. 13.5 for 9 innings. Now the strikeout rate. This guy is mowing them down.
We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. They've gotten him plenty of support in this game. 7 runs. Tyler Matzik on the pitch to Max Muncy inside with the first pitch. Max is one of the guys having a good day. He's got home run, a single. Matzik having a rough year. 7.71 ERA for the longtime Brave. He's home with a 1-0. Almost hit him. 2-0 on Muncy. We've seen the first 2 pitches go inside. There's one number in particular that Max sees as evidence that his elbow is finally totally healthy, and that's what he's doing against inside pitches. Last year he hit 136 against pitches on the inner part of the plate. This year he's up above 300. And he said that is the spot where he could not get to when his arm didn't feel right, and the swing didn't feel right even when his arm did feel okay. And so that's where teams for the last 2 years have pounded and attacked and exposed. And over the first month of this year, he sees those numbers. He feels the swing in that spot. And he says, okay, this is different. On a 3-1. Hits one in the air, deep right center field, scraping the sky and leaving the yard. A 2-home run game for Max Muncy.
Home runs 6 and 7. RBIs tonight. Numbers 19, 20, and now 21. He shows you the 1 finger.
Thankfully, it's
the index finger.
Yep, ball 1. Usually when somebody shows you one, it's not great. 15th career multi-home run game for Max Muncy. His first one this season.
You talked about the fastball in. Well, this one was away, and he got full extension on it.
Tasker to third. Riley to first.
Dodgers came into this series with more runs than the Atlanta Braves, but the Braves have more average runs per game. Well, the Dodgers have lapped them now, and they are first in the National League in runs per game.
Dodgers up 8-2 on a night where they've hit 4 home runs. This rookie has one of them. Backdoor breaking pitch, strike one.
And he's got a little bit of a setup like Mookie Betts, but when he gets ready to load, he doesn't leg press as much as Mookie. He maintains his height. Mookie will be in that approximately that same stance with the waggle of the hands up by the helmet, but then Mookie really bends his knees and gets into his legs a little bit more than Andy. And I think it makes Andy more of a low ball hitter. The taller you are, the easier it is to drop the head of the bat on the low pitch.
I guess that's a little counterintuitive, right? You'd think little guys would be good at getting to the pitches down low.
Well, when Mookie crouches down a little bit and gets into the knees, it makes the swing a little bit more level, and you can reach all the different pitches, but he's be a little better high ball hitter, I think, Mookie. Where Andy, when you maintain your height, you leave a little bit of more room to kind of drop your hands right down the path of your body, compared to when you're bent a little bit more, your swing comes out a little bit more level.
Two comes home, and it's high on Pages, who's come back from 0-2 to work at full.
Just because your eyes are closer to the ball on the low pitch doesn't mean you're going to be a low ball hitter because you're down there. A lot of tall guys are good low ball hitters. Right there, that's pretty low. And he's still on it.
And I was going to say, he's not efforting that much to get to that pitch.
No, maintaining his height, and you just see it comes down almost like a golf club. There's plenty of room to have that bat be that angle. If you were shorter, that bat would hit the ground.
3-2 again. The 8th pitch is the one that he won the game on last night. There's going to be a 9th this time. Ninth pitch to Pages. Rifled to left center field. It's another base hit. His second of the game. Average up to 344.
Well, they try and jam him, but you can see the ball's about thigh high, and it doesn't jam him. He maintains the height, and there's enough barrel left with the barrel coming through on that angle for him to hit the line drive.
Ball on Alman.
If the game was tighter, I would have liked to see Andy try and move up on that ball, that breaking ball, reading the angle from first base. But right now, the way the score is kind of a blowout, probably a little more conservative over there at first base.
4-pitch walk.
Dodgers doing it up and down the order tonight. Everybody has reached safely, and the 4 home runs, that's the 3rd time they've done it this season. It's a season high. They've tied.
Jackson Stevens gets ready. Going well here for the Dodgers, going well in Phoenix for the Padres, who got their 4th consecutive win tonight. They beat the Diamondbacks 13-1, and Luis Arraez, who they just acquired from the Marlins as of last night, led off and went 4 for 6.
Okay.
All right. He's going to DH for him. 2 on with 1 out, and Luck's at the plate. So the Marlins are coming in, his old team coming in Monday, and it's like, okay, good, you get to avoid Arraez. You go from playing the Marlins here to playing the Padres down in San Diego and just kick the can down the road. You'll face them on Friday. Walker Buehler, though, catches a break.
Yeah.
Although his 2nd start, I suppose, coming against San Diego. Luck sends one in the air, left center field. Harris dead sprint. Michael Harris tracks that thing down in the gap. Both runners advance.
It's a different form of anxiety for an outfielder when you're running along the wall compared to back towards it and into it. So this route is accurate, it's fast, and it's perfectly timed. Those cinders under his feet, he feels them, but he knows he's not getting closer to the wall by that much.
8-2 game. Here comes another pitching change. Up 8-2 in the bottom of the 7th.
Just got called up today, and the Braves want him to eat some innings. Pierce Johnson was placed on the injured list with a little right elbow inflammation, and this is his replacement.
Top of the order in bats. Only guy that's not really gotten involved in the fun. Big 4 today has been 2 through 5, just shifted down 1. Mookie's got a walk, but he's over 3. 2 through 5, he got 3 home runs combined. On the hands of Betts into shallow right field. Acuna's coming on. Albies is going out, and the ball's dropping down. Betts will take it. 2-run single. They've got double digits, 10-2.
Mookie has had some non-Mookie, some odd Mookie at bats, but he gets a gift right here, and he will take it. He was a little disappointed after this swing, like, oh, dropped his head a tad, but kept running to first base, and he gets to stay there.
Another AB for Ohtani, and he lofts the ball to left center field, giving him his 3rd hit of the night. Come on back, Shohei. He rounded hard.
Mookie going station to station, and Shohei thinks he's on an express train to as far as he wants to go, but no, there's a car in front of you.
Ohtani's got 3 hits. Freeman's got 3 hits. Looking for a 4th here. Sends the ball way up there to straightaway center field, but it's going to die just in front of the 395 sign. Man, oh man, it is a rampage. Man, how about this one? 10 runs on 14 hits for the Dodgers. Offense exploding, pitching incredible. Tyler Glasnow to the 10 strikeout performance. You having any fun this one?
They're having a lot of fun. The other explosion is with Tyler Glasnow's fastball, and then the looking curveballs. When he's got his stuff like that, and you can add the slider in with location, It's pretty dominant performance by both halves of the team.
Off to the bullpen here in Gus Varlin. Second game in his return to the big leagues, and he gets the top of the order here. It's Acuna falling behind 0-2. All kinds of big explosions tonight. We mentioned what the Padres did. Dodgers doing this. The A's beat the Marlins 20-4. A's scored 10 runs in 1 inning against the Marlins, who are now 9-26.
Well, Dodgers looking to win this series tonight and take 2 out of 3 at least. And then with the Marlins coming in, it could be a very nice homestand.
Go from one end of the standing spectrum to the other on this homestand. Braves to the Marlins. The pen outstanding during this run. Into center field on a line, and a base hit for Acuna, his third of the game. So Ronald Acuna coming to a ballpark where he's had some fine moments through the years. I think back to his rookie season, started the division series, doubled off of the wall on the very first pitch, homered in 3 consecutive games last September, and in a season where nothing has gone right for him, he's come here and gotten 5 hits in 2 games. Albies. Strike 1. Just to wrap up that explosion narrative from tonight across baseball, Rangers scored 15. Phillies scored 9 runs in the first 2 innings against the Giants. 14-3 the final in that game. Phillies have won 15 of 18.
So coming into tonight, the Phillies are half a game ahead of the Braves.
Albies lays off.
Did he go? They say no. I say yes.
Sadly,
doesn't matter.
2-2. Way up there to shallow center fielder. Mookie Betts says, stay away. I got it, and does. 1 away in the 8th.
27, Austin Riley.
Yeah, now Austin Riley to the plate.
Coming into a series, these 2 organizations, these 2 teams expected to be in the playoffs. We call them like yardstick, measuring stick series. For Gus Varlin, this is measuring stick at bats.
Chopper to third. Muncy gets the short hop. Guns it across. 2 out. Heck of a play.
It was a really nice play. These are not the easiest of hops, but he does a great job charging and shortening the hop, so he finds that soft backhand and then throws the bullet. Do it, Muntz. Ha ha.
Ball on Olsen. Earlier today, working with Dino Ebel.
A forehand and 1 more rep, and he'll be on the backhand side pretty soon. Well, we didn't get to it. This pitch clock.
Man. Sure love it, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Backhand.
See, we can show it to you in 2 pitches.
Yeah, because you got the timeout here. Yeah.
Very nice. Like I was saying about for Gus Varland, you know, you're going against this Atlanta Brave lineup. I don't care what the scoreboard says. You make good impressions when you get good hitters out.
A little bit inside there, ball 3. The Minnesota native from the Twin Cities. One of 2 big leaguers from the Varland family with his brother Louie of the Twins. They're hard workers, everybody that knows them says. Varland Drywall has been a family business in the Twin Cities for 3 decades. And these guys, when they weren't playing baseball, would a lot of times be on sites doing plastering and all the hard work during their off seasons. Payoff comes home and misses upstairs. Ball 4 on Olsen.
Hitter number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
2 on, 2 out, and Ozuna's the hitter.
Gus's job to get these last 4 outs now and have nobody in the bullpen get up. Day game tomorrow, so probably trying to keep everybody fresh. A big part of that equation is getting it out right here.
1:10 tomorrow. James Paxton, Max Fried. Hey, get here early, by the way.
Yes.
We're being told to tell you, get here early if you're coming to the game. Cinco de Mayo. Holding that on the 5th of May this year. Fly to right field. Back goes Pages into the corner. Makes the grab over the shoulder. Andy Pages getting it done in all phases of the game.
Very nicely done. Does not shy away from the wall. He hasn't shied away from anything since he's been in the big leagues.
Baby, how can you not stay tuned for this? If Jerry just had a little more personality, he could really blossom, I think.
Yeah, I really do. When he comes out of his shell, he's going to be really good at this job.
Yep. Middle of the order here. Will Smith fouls off Jackson Stevens' first pitch. James Loney over there just trying to get a word in.
I had an enjoyable 3 games with Jerry when you were on the road with Eric Karros. 3 nights in the pre and post in the studio. It's always fun with Jerry, so I'm sure James is having a good time, and John Hartung's rolling his eyes.
Smooth play right there. Riley to take a hit away from Smith. What a night for Max Muncy. 3 for 4 with a pair of home runs.
Average climbing back over 250. It's the long balls that took that average up. The 2nd inning, this one, big fly on a breaking ball. It was on the outer half of the plate, full extension off the off-speed pitch. And then there was a 2nd one. The pitch clock again. Every time we try and show something that Max did pregame or in-game, the pitch clock has gotten in the way.
They get us.
From the glove work with Dino Ebel to the 2nd swing for the home run.
Still love you, pitch clock. Love you. One-two from Stevens to Muncy, who swatted the other way. Carrying really well. Back to the wall it goes, and it's gone! What in the world? That thing kept on flying. 3 home runs for Max Muncy.
That smile coming around 3rd tells you that he did not think he got it. But boy, did he put some backspin on that ball, and that helps it stay in flight. Max like, you're not going to show my 2nd home run on a replay? Well, I'll do it myself.
First career 3 home run game for Max Muncy. And he's tied with Ohtani for the team lead just like that. From 5 to 8 in one night. 1-2 on Hernandez. 3 for Muncy, 5 for the team in this game.
This is quite an offense, and they are firing on all cylinders right now. It's the 4th time in the last 12 games that they've scored 10 or more runs, and Max does it with 3 home runs tonight. He contributes.
And now it's Hernandez swatting a ball down the right side, and a base hit for him. His first hit of the game, and for the Dodgers, the 16th in the game. At what point does Andy get a different number? Can that happen mid-season?
You might say, I'm hitting with this. I'm not changing it.
Fair.
But you're right.
Up the middle, this one goes. Knuckling to second. Albies steps on the bag and throws late. All right, he should change his number. Made it out.
Yeah, but they probably won't let him now that he made it out.
Yeah, you don't even have that ability anymore, bud.
Yeah, he needs to get another hit there.
You'd ask for a new number.
We were about to do it tomorrow, but that last at bat.
Alman's got 2 walks in this game. Oh, and 2.
Everybody in the Dodger lineup has reached base. James Outman is looking to be the only one that hasn't gotten a hit. He'd like one.
Not going to get one. On to the 9th we go, but another home run from Max Muncy. 3 of them in the game. The first 3 home run game of his big league career. Southern California Volkswagen dealers. 3 plays, really. 3 home runs from Max Muncy.
He's locked in. He's got power, and in the last one, on a breaking ball, hits the very top of the wall and gets the 3rd one.
On to the 9th inning we go. All Dodgers here in Game 2 against the Braves. Luke Williams a pinch hit, and J.P. Feyereisen will pitch.
They did spread the workload through these last few innings. Still, the pen will be very fresh tomorrow for the day game. Even the players will be coming extra early tomorrow with the traffic around the ballpark.
Yes, we didn't get to finish that off. Going to be gates open a little bit early.
I think they're going to open around 10:10, and knowing the Dodgers, even when they're going to open at 10:10, they will watch the traffic around in the area, and sometimes they'll open them even a little sooner than that.
One, 2 to Williams is downstairs. 2-2. Luke has spent a little bit of time with the Dodgers last year.
Our crew is a little worried about the traffic too, and them coming early, and they always hope that the food truck comes here on time and can get through so that they can eat before the game.
Who drives that food truck?
I do.
Yeah.
swing by and get a couple donuts, maybe some tacos. We eat good around here.
Payoff pitch. Got him. And a strikeout for Feyereisen.
This baseball is a fun game on nights like this.
There is.
So
one side.
Well, the conversation we saw with Max Muncy and Mookie Betts, and it was just all smiles and laughs.
Strike one on Michael Harris. Not as many of those good feelings on the other side as the Braves get ready to lose their 5th in their last 7.
Yeah, they're going to get up tomorrow morning. They're going to have their luggage packed, call the bellman, get down to the bus, and really wipe this one away to see if they can salvage a game here at Dodger Stadium. Those getaway days, they can get to a grind when you're not winning on the road. Dodgers didn't have that feeling on their last road trip. They were 7-2. Three cities and go 7-2 after a tough homestand. That was quite a response.
Swing and a miss. 2 out.
Good movement on that pitch and a great location.
Luis Guillorme will pinch hit for Orlando Arcia with the Braves down to their last out. First year with the Braves, over from the New York Mets, not waiting around. Fouls off the first pitch. I got a chunk of Will Smith. Ball, 1 strike. You wonder if that road trip you're talking about is going to be something that we'll be talking about in the back half of the season as the point where they really took off, because played well, but didn't play to the peak of their powers the first few weeks, and they were all admitting that. Bounce back to Feyereisen, who's going to go 1, 2, 3 in the 9th. Put the finishing touches on a blowout win over the Braves.
Guaranteed to win the series. That's much better than the last homestand. They continue their dominance that they had on the road here in Los Angeles.
5 home runs in this game. Pages and Ohtani only hit 1. Muncy hit 3 of them. And the Dodgers got their 10th win out of their last 12. Now 22-13. Tyler Glasnow now the Major League leader with 6 wins on the year as he again gets double-digit Ks. For all Hershiser, Kirsten Watson, and the rest of our crew, Joe Davis saying so long from Dodger Stadium. Series wraps up at 1 o'clock tomorrow. For now, stay tuned for Access Sportsnet Dodgers and the Dancing Boys out there on set.